Alright guys, this is a tutorial on some basic text modification in Microsoft Word 2010 version. And as you can see here, I have it all laid out. First I'm going to do some appearance changes. Okay, first of all, when you want to change something, first you highlight it. So you can do that by double clicking and then highlighting it like that, or you can put your cursor there, hold down shift, and then use the arrow keys to highlight what you need. So if I want to change this part, this is how you change the text size. Up here is your font group. Right here it says font. All these things you can use to manipulate the font. And to change the text size, you go over here. It says 16, that's the font size. If you want to go up, you can go to 18. See how it changed right there? 20, even bigger. Or you can go smaller. Say I want to just go, it was at 16, so I'm going to go a little bit bigger to 18. And say I want to change the text the font. So just the general, the way the font looks. Do the same thing. Highlight it, and up here where it says Arial, that is the font type. And you can do the same thing. Hit this drop down arrow right here, and right now it's just on Arial. You can see as I go down, it changes where I'm manipulating it. So say I want something a little bit more, I don't know, something hard to read like that maybe, or that. Let's just go with Arial Black, make it darker. Now we're going to change the text color. Do the same thing, highlight it, and come up here to the font group again, and see where the red A is. Hit the drop down, and you can pick whichever color you want. I'm going to go with purple. So that's purple text color. If you want to add italics to text, highlight it as before, and come up here to the font group again. And the slanted I is the italics button, and there's no drop down. It's just you have italics, you don't have italics. So I'm going to click it and see how italics appeared. I'm going to bold this text, do the same thing, and go up here, and this dark bolded B is your bold button. Click that. Now finally, for appearance changes, I'm going to underline this text right here. Highlight it as always, come up here, and this underlined U. You can either just click that to underline it, or you can hit the drop down arrow and do different kind of underline. So if I want a double, if I want a dotted, say I want dotted, so that's your underline. Now there's a way to change the text orientation. Now let's say that right now this is left orientation, and you have to highlight it as always, as before. So I'm going to highlight it. And in the paragraph group this time is where we're going to manipulate it. So right now, this part is highlighted, so it's aligned to the left right now. If you want to align it to the center, hit the center line right there. And if you want to do right align, hit that and see how the text moves. And this last one is justify. That's only really noticeable if you have a whole line of text coming from here all the way over here. And one of the cooler things that I think, and the last thing I'm going to show you, is the Format Painter option. Now right here, this text has been modified. As you might notice, it's bold, it's red, it's bigger than it's a bigger size than this text, and it's underlined, and finally it's italicized. So, say I want all of these different elements to be in, say, this text right here. I can highlight it, and I can hit Format Painter up here in the clipboard group. So I'm going to click Format Painter, and then this is see how I now have a paintbrush by my cursor over here. I'm going to highlight text, this word text up here, and look what happens. The exact same elements are incorporated to this text, And I forgot to mention, this is also centered, so that happened up here as well. I hope that helps you guys out. That's just a simple tutorial on how to do some text modification in Microsoft Word 2010.